Hey guys, how's it going? Just wanted to get on here before the video started just to inform you guys of all the pain and suffering I had to endure just get this video out in time for Thanksgiving, because I wanted to do something special for you guys just as a way to say thank you for all your love and support. So if you saw my last YouTube community tab post, then you'll see that Toho decided to block my Godzilla Final Wars review, and this happened 3 different times. They blocked it 3 different times. I tried to re-edit it, resubmit it, but the video just kept getting blocked due to copyright, which is fair enough because I did use scenes from the movie in the review, which I don't know how people can get away with that on YouTube because Toho is very strict. They're very strict about that. So what I ended up doing was I pulled an all-nighter and I had to re-edit the video. I took out all the movie scenes. I even trimmed down the video a little bit. And I replaced the movie scenes with still images and GIFs and some pretty cool fog in the background. So yeah, hopefully this version goes up so you guys can see it, because I really wanted to get my opinion out there on this film. And plus I really want to start doing movie reviews, but I don't want to get in trouble for them. So yeah, you guys, hope you guys enjoy this one, and hopefully this version of the review goes up. Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Now, recently I decided I wanted to start doing more movie reviews on the channel, and what a better way to start with than looking at one of the most popular Godzilla movies, Godzilla Final Wars. Now, I'll be honest, my opinion on this film has shifted a lot over the years, from loving it, to hating it, to finally coming to see it as a movie that's just full of entertainment. Today I wanted to go ahead and share with you my own personal experiences with this film and explain to you why my opinion on it has shifted so much over the years. Godzilla Final Wars marked 50 years of Godzilla, and to celebrate, Toho just decided to have a blast with this one. The opening scene is honestly one of my favorites in the series. It starts with Godzilla in Antarctica, battling the Gotengo, a ship we've not seen since the 1963 film Atragon, and it only for Godzilla to be buried in ice for years to come. And after this, we get introduced to the mutants, which are humans who have these special abilities, who play a major part in the film later on. And then what follows is perhaps the best title card for a kaiju film. This title sequence honors the 50th anniversary of Godzilla by giving us a little montage of all of the previous movies. Now, I don't think I need to go ahead and give you guys an entire rundown of every single scene of this film, or even give you guys a plot summary. I mean, that would just waste time. I mean, we're all Godzilla fans here. We have all seen Godzilla Final Wars, so I don't think that's necessary. But what I will say though is that the story of this film is very Showa-esque. Like, this film definitely took a lot of influences from early Showa Godzilla films to incorporate into this story. For example, the aliens of this film are referred to as Exilians, which comes right from Invasion of the Astro Monster or Godzilla vs. Monster Zero. And the Exilians, they take control of the monsters and they set them to attack different cities. What does that sound like? Destroy all monsters? And also, just like the wackiness of this film and just how the fighting is done in some scenes, this film probably also took influence from Godzilla vs. Megalon, because just the way that Godzilla vs. Megalon was shot is very similar to how some of the monster fights are here in Godzilla Final Wars. So yeah, this film definitely took a lot of influences from early Showa Godzilla films, which hey, I'm all for. This film also went ahead and brought back a few veteran Godzilla Showa actors, like Akira Takarada, who's been in way too many Godzilla movies to count, especially during the Showa era, making some appearances in the Heisei era, but he's been involved in the series ever since the original 1954 Godzilla. However, I think the 2 characters who steal the show here are the Exilian controller, who refers to himself as X. He's just this kind of over-the-top kind of villain. He's just really enjoyable to watch. And the other one has to be Douglas Gordon, played by Don Fry. He just has a big presence in this film, and he's just awesome to watch on screen. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say in regards to the story of this film. If you were expecting a full rundown of every single scene of this movie in my review, sorry, you're not getting that here. I just think that would waste way too much time, especially because we're all Godzilla fans. We've all seen Godzilla Final Wars, so I just didn't think it was necessary. Now, some of the things that I loved about this movie was that this film, it goes against the plot formula of basically every kaiju film that came before it. You know, the formula where monsters are fighting and humans are just sitting around trying to figure out how to stop the monsters. Nope. Instead, in this film, we get monsters fighting and we even get people fighting. Sometimes we get monsters and humans fighting simultaneously, which is pretty cool. Seriously, there's always action to keep us on the edge of our seats, which I gotta admire this film for. Like, you can't deny this film is full of action and entertainment. I also really love the redesigns of the monsters in this film, particularly the ones that we haven't seen since the Showa era, like Gigan, Anguirus, and even King Caesar. They did a great job designing these guys and updating them for the present day. We also see Ebirah and Hedorah in this film too. They look okay, although I do prefer the Showa Hedorah design just a little bit more. The Final Wars one's kinda eh, the Showa one really stood out to me more, probably because of the eyes. I'm really happy that they made Rodan look more similar to the original 1956 design, instead of keeping the more pterodactyl-like design of the 1993 Rodan. I don't know, this Rodan just seems to fit the character more, plus it pays more tribute to the Showa incarnation. Now, Godzilla. I know I have bashed the final Goji suit before, saying, oh, it's too skinny, too scrawny, but, I mean, Godzilla kinda has to be fit and in shape in order to do all the battle with all the monsters he's fighting in this movie. And also, I've had kind of a change of heart with this film. I'm starting to see the good stuff about it. I love the face of this Godzilla. It's very detailed, and I also love the red eyes that come with this suit. Although, people do like to use this Godzilla and associate this with cat memes. I mean, it's funny, but what are you gonna do? Now, when there's good, there's also gonna be some bad. This movie seems to be very divided among Godzilla fans, with some praising it for its all-action style, and others bashing it for its too fast-paced story, humans acting like they're a part of the Matrix, having monster battles that go way too fast, and overall the film just not feeling like a Godzilla movie, but rather like you're watching a live-action anime film. I've seen some people comment that this film is basically a Power Ranger movie that was rewritten to include Godzilla in it. One thing that people have to understand is that you can't take this movie seriously, because honestly, it wasn't meant to be. This film was simply made to honor the 50 years of Godzilla by paying tribute to the films that came before it. If you're going into this movie expecting to feel the same way you would with some of the more serious Godzilla films like the original 1954 film, Godzilla 1984, or even GMK, you're gonna be disappointed. Now, myself, being a fan of the more serious Godzilla movies, this took me forever to realize. It took me forever to figure out that this was why I thought so negatively of this film for so many years. If you go into this film with a more fun mindset and you don't take it too seriously, then I think you'll be in for a pretty fun ride. Overall, Godzilla Final Wars, in my opinion, is perhaps one of the most controversial Godzilla movies, mainly due to how divided it is among fans. You're going to run into people who love this movie, and you're going to run into those who hate it. I myself have been on both sides of the curtain, but ultimately I've come to appreciate the film for its unique filmmaking style and just its all-around action. Now, if you just need a good kaiju action pick-me-up film, then Godzilla Final Wars will do the job for you. Just don't go into this film and take it too seriously, because like I said, it's not meant to be taken seriously. This film was made to be an all-out kaiju battle action flick, which I think it succeeded in doing.